Straight?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. Do you want to start?
Alright. Yeah, first time doing a podcast, but we're going to give it a bash. We discussed the purpose of this, and there doesn't seem to be one.
There isn't one.
But I think we've got a few things to say that will have people maybe enlightened.
I think that's the goal, right? We're giving the nitty-gritty side of what Dubai can
be. Because whenever you look up Google and you're going on Dubai, you're going to hear the lovely stories of making your millions in one deal and, you know, partying and all this. And the partying is different. The money you make, you know,
up and down.
To say the least.
You're a bit up at the minute, but it averages out.
Yeah. So we're sort of going to talk about the reality and put our own opinion in it, and some people might like it, some people might think we're wankers.
In which case, just don't listen.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting what you said about the partying. I think we're quite unique in what we do with our social life out here, right? We're not yacht party every weekend, you know, beach brunches every weekend. We're a bit more rock bottom, do you know what I mean? Which is actually a place and a mental state.
And a mental state. Not right now though.
For you, yeah.
Okay.
Someone's had one good month.
Yeah. This has been the best month I've had in real estate since I started.
Yeah,
and I've been in the game about a year and 4 or 5 months. Anyway, that being said, let's talk about how and why we got into real estate in the first place.
Okay.
So,
you want to go first?
Why don't you start us off, John?
Brilliant, we're so well organised. What got me into real estate? I did work experience whilst I was at sixth form, a law firm that just happened to have a property department conveyancing back in the UK. And then I decided not to go to uni. They offered me a job, so I did like an apprenticeship, and I sort of worked my way up there, worked into a bigger London firm doing property law. And then lockdown happened in the UK.
Okay.
And I literally just on an impulse, I saw an advert come up for real estate in Dubai. Thought transferable skills. I've done not property sales in the UK, but I've got property experience. I thought, fuck it, why not? Try it.
You've read a few contracts and you thought,
I could do this.
Dubai a shout. Okay.
I'll go and get some commission. But it was more out of boredom in lockdown. I just wanted to get back out.
Alright,
Dubai
so
was the place, yeah.
Based on the experience you had in, say, property, you got a job out here with a brokerage who just said, what?
What did the brokerage say? When I was interviewing?
This young hunk wants to come give real estate a try.
That was their exact words, yeah.
Can I make Harry Potter jokes? Am I allowed to do that?
Somebody's going to.
I'll let these guys do. Well, I've planted the seeds, so you should do the rest.
I did, at my new company, I did a podcast, and we posted a video of it on Instagram or something.
Okay.
And the director boosted the post, and some Asian account from the middle of nowhere, nothing to do with real estate, no connections to Dubai, no mutual followers or anything, commented saying something along the lines of, yo, what the fuck is Harry Potter doing in real estate?
That's so original, isn't it? Terrible.
So yeah, that's my story.
Okay.
Sort of real estate experience, property experience, but not sales experience in the UK. Got bored over lockdown. Thought I want to get out, I want a bit of sun.
Okay.
Even though you can't tell. And came to Dubai, mate. That's how I ended up here.
Okay. So you applied for the job. Alright, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking who would want to headhunt a person like you. Alright, I'll get started then.
Take it away.
So, yeah, after I was graduating uni, I was quite, I got involved with their extracurricular stuff. They had this competition for the engineers. It was good though. Like I had a guy who really pushed us, and he just applied for us. We didn't get through to the finals one year. Then the next year we got through to the finals, which were hosted in Edinburgh.
What was
it's a strategy game for building your own construction company.
Like The Apprentice.
Well, no, this is just literally all on a portal, on a program.
Okay.
So you hire.
So you've just got to come up with the best business plan, basically.
No, like it's like every time you make a submission, it goes on to the next quarter, and the next quarter, and you.
Oh, so you're running a business, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
Right, okay.
You get
That's quite
numbers.
cool,
You get
actually.
numbers. You put in numbers. You do calculations until you see your business grow. You apply for work,
Oh, nice.
and you fire and hire people. So yeah, I got into the finals in the second year, and I met my boss who offered me a place in Dubai, with his consultancy.
Okay.
So
But
pretty
this
much
is still doing engineering.
this was construction management was what I applied for,
Right,
but
okay.
I ended up doing construction consultancy.
Nice.
So I was over here in a small consultancy firm, doing that sort of thing. But my first apartment, I met one of my friends to date who was in commercial real estate.
Is this who you used to work for?
Yeah, blonde lady.
Yeah.
And she was like my flatmate, so and I'd been friends with her for about.
It was her house, though, right?
Yeah.
Her apartment.
Yeah. So I lived with her for maybe like it wasn't long. It was like 3 to 6 months, and then, you know, as I was going through my work, I realised like there's a lot in Dubai going on, and I quite fancy having a go at something different. So
Okay.
like I started doing something that I wanted. Like it was a massive career for me. I was starting from one point. I could work over the course of a long time to get where I wanted to be, or I could, you know, jump in and see what I could do and make a fortune in a couple of months. That was the idea. But I thought
I think we'll get to how it's going.
I thought I had the good mentorship that would get me there. And you know, I found out that I can't blame the mentorship. It's at the end of the day, real estate is down to the individual.
Yeah.
And everything.
How did that initial conversation with her come about then? Are you just having a drink one evening and you bring up that you're looking for a change? Was she pushing
At the end of the
for it?
day,
What happened?
she's a salesperson, right? You ask her how her day is going, she's gonna say, it was brilliant.
It's all
I've been
rainbows
working,
and-
rainbows,
exactly.
butterflies.
Okay.
So
she preempted that, basically.
a little bit, but
She
like,
sold it to you and then...
she didn't sell it to me. Like I, you know, make my own decisions. But
Do ya?
Get a bit defensive here. No, like it sounded good, and I was interested, and I was, you know, I was losing the spark of my job, from previous. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna give this a bash.
Fair enough. Question, I don't know this about you, this is a genuine question. Have you ever lived on your own? Or has it
No.
always been flat shares?
I've always since I left my house at my mum and dad's.
Since uni, basically, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never tempted you?
Oh, I'll be living by myself by February.
Is that because he's kicking you out?
It's not kicking me out. It's a mutual agreement.
You mutually can't afford the rent. I'll take it.
Couldn't. Anyway, he's got all the money
What are
back.
you gonna do?
I only borrowed it for a month. I'll live by myself.
Are you going to get like a little studio or something?
Yeah.
Nice. So I'm going
A
to
bit
with
like
your girlfriend.
a bit like this shithole.
But somewhere nice, yeah. Somewhere where the walls are white.
Yeah, no, this beige smoke walls, like.
Which is frustrating, so I don't smoke it.
Do you not smoke inside?
No, I don't smoke
It
inside.
doesn't. Yeah. So.
No, but clearly the previous ones did.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I imagine if I moved that clock, there'd just be a white
Have you
ring
been
around it.
swinging on the curtains as well?
Oh, the curtains, man. I've had such a nightmare with those curtains. Literally, you just open them and they rip. So I'm really careful with them. If I have someone round, fucking yank the curtains down every time. The cleaners are the worst for it.
Yeah.
And then they try and put it back up. It doesn't work, and then that makes it worse. So yeah, I need new curtains. I could do the liquor paint.
Yeah. Well, the cleaners in Dubai tend to be quite small. You know.
Yeah, they're climbing it
It's
like
like
gym
kind of-
class.
So they're like whipping it like fucking.
So you're gonna find any place in fact?
Yeah, February. Yeah.
Do you need decent agents to find your place?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go direct.
Are you not gonna move in with your girlfriend then?
No.
No?
Anyway, off topic, man.
Yeah, just genuinely curious.
Well, right. So.
Okay, so that's how you got it.
How are you finding it, man? How's the dream? We're fucking living, we're living the dream. Oh, come to Dubai. It's real estate, man. Yeah. What's going on?
Rule the world in a few months, right?
Eh?
Oh, just take a look around. What's not to love?
Well, I just parked in like rubble and
In the
sand
desert, yeah.
outside.
In the desert, yeah.
Right.
Visitor parking is a big. That's a big thing. Free visitor
People
parking.
when they come to Dubai, they think, oh, tall buildings, completely developed. But the place,
It
like,
just
although
isn't.
The
It just
city,
isn't.
the city's it's incredible when you see the time lapse, of course, of like 20 years, and then there's like a million buildings. But
There's no detail
you know,
in those photos.
no, yeah, they're still working on the landscaping, the finesse, you know.
But how long have they been working on
yeah.
that for?
Well, I would say Marina's more or less done. Now they've just got plots.
There's like
in it.
3 or 4 more plots that are still to be developed, yeah, but I get what you mean, it's pretty much done, but it's not very landscaped.
Marina.
I mean, outside yours is basically a construction site, and I know that's because there's
That's
a
not
building
true.
going up.
There's one building. There's
Yes,
two
but
buildings.
it really affects the area. Like, if you want to get down to Marina Walk, you've got to walk through that little fucking tunnel thing.
It doesn't extend your journey.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's not developed yet.
It doesn't
It's
say-
still going.
Oh right, yeah.
You've
okay.
still got to walk through a
You
construction
said it in like
site
a
to get to
derogatory
Marina.
way, like it's an issue. Or
Oh,
something.
sorry. You are incredibly defensive today. What's going on? Do you not want to be ripped on camera or something?
What's your tone?
You're going to be doing that the whole way through?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
What was I gonna say?
Something about.
I asked you how you were finding Dubai,
Yeah.
and you said,
How honest are we going in this?
I don't see why we can't be brutal about it.
Okay.
Well,
It's definitely.
we
What, right,
can't
this is
say,
what I was
like,
saying
we
before.
need to watch our mouth with certain things.
Yeah. This is what I was saying when we were sort of thinking of ideas for this, right? It's you either hear of massive success stories
Okay.
or people cocking up and going home, right?
Yeah.
That's sort of all you hear is that either someone's here for a month, doesn't make any money, goes home, or you're here, you make a hell of a lot of money, and you're driving around in brand new BMWs and Mercedes and stuff,
Yeah.
right? We're that middle ground.
We are the
aren't we?
middle, yeah.
We're, well, you don't like it when I call this, but we're the idiots that aren't really making any money, present month excluded, but still have. Is it a pride thing that we're still here? Is it like I can't? I think that's one of these things.
See,
I don't want to admit defeat. As long as I can survive out here, I'm gonna survive out here until I either make it or I'm calling my parents to put me a
Yeah.
flight home. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, like I've been in dangerous situations with money. Like I borrowed from a flatmate like half the rent, but I managed to pay him back just in time. But I said I need that money
Yeah,
before something
yeah.
happens. I owe my brother money now, about £1.5 grand.
Dirhams
but-
or pounds? Do you mind saying?
Pounds. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But I know I can pay him that back at the end of this month.
Okay.
But the thing is that I've never asked anyone for money until I came to Dubai and I did real estate.
Yeah, real estate, right? Whilst you were doing your construction consultancy.
Oh, I was flying high,
It's
man.
something about, because we do have good months, right? Like, I've had good months. I've earned more in real estate. I've had a bigger monthly package in real estate than I ever have in a normal job. I know you have this month. Had you previous months? Forget about averages. Let's just say in your bank account after 1 month, have you had more? Has that been your biggest paycheck?
On one occasion,
Right. So, but what
I earned more than my previous
Yeah,
job
so
salary.
I think my point here is you can make money here, and you can have good months and bad months. I think the thing that's so dangerous is it's so hard to budget when you don't know what's coming
Well,
in every month.
this is why I budget based on averages. Like when I get paid today, I know what my average is. Not going to tell you.
No, fair enough.
I've got
No,
stats to publicise in my
That-
CV. I've got it, and they know the truth.
but I don't even think that works, because if you don't earn anything, then your average gets lower and lower each month. You can't budget for that. I think that's why it's difficult. That's why it's difficult, because you can go, like realistically, you can go 3, 4, 5 months without earning anything.
Mm-hmm.
How do you budget for that? It's impossible to.
Well, the money that I've made this month, I've calculated and I've already budgeted it for the next 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
So I know
Which is a sensible thing
I
to
know
do.
that when I get paid this money, I can survive like that.
For 3
However,
months
I always
on
do
that level of lifestyle.
I just
And then if you have another good month, then your lifestyle increases a bit and stuff like that. I
yeah,
assume
yeah.
that's what you're doing,
Like,
right?
but I will be like, I'm buying Christmas tickets as soon as I get paid.
Right, yeah.
Like, I'm renting things for when I get back, like a car. You know, I'm paying my brother back.
Yeah.
I'm paying my rent at the end
Sorting
of
yourself
December
out,
as
you're paying
well.
your debts
So,
and everything.
like, I'm pretty much, I've lost that amount of money. Then I'm gonna get another one in the end of December. Oh, sorry.
But that's what I think the challenge is, because nothing's guaranteed out here.
It's a commission only job.
Yeah.
So when
there are some exceptions, but
people come off the boat and they've arrived and they're like, right, okay, holy shit, everyone is going out doing brunches, partying.
Yeah.
Let's go and jump to one, and then next thing you know, you're spending 50 dirhams on a pound. And for the Brits who come over, they think, well, it's dirhams, it's not pounds. Like
it's monopoly money.
It's monopoly money. Seriously, and it still is monopoly money. Don't you think? No?
I've been too close to the bread for it to be monopoly money.
Yeah, it's true.
I've had too many.
And it still doesn't feel real to me, the money.
Really?
It still doesn't feel real. Like, even when I'm spending it, I'm like, well, I know it's a lot, but...
I tell you, the issue I've got is I still look at everything in pounds.
I look at it in pounds as well.
But I will look at a bag of crisps for 32 dirhams, and my head doesn't instantly do a convert. My head goes, 32 quid for chips, are you fucking mad?
Oh, yeah.
And then I have to think, okay, no. And then I do the conversion rate, and then I'm like, 32, that's like £8 for a bag of crisps at the minute. What's going on
but
there?
It's not.
Baked beans, man. Baked beans should be like, in my head, they should be like 50
pence, yeah.
Yeah. They're like 9 dirhams out here, man.
Yeah.
That's nearly 2 quid.
Yeah, it's shocking.
It's shocking.
There's so many things that are shocking.
How are you finding it, Daniel?
I think real estate's been one of the most grueling jobs
I've
ever had.
Interrupt. Should we mention you do commercial?
Yeah, I do
residential.
Yeah, I do commercial real estate.
So we are actually two really different.
Yeah. I do commercial real estate. I sell and lease retail, offices, warehouses. You know, anything really that's not residential. You're not gonna live in a fucking warehouse.
I don't know, depends on how bad times
depends how broke you are.
I've considered it a few times.
I've eyed a few up. But yeah, so like I don't have a specific area either. I work wherever I want to work, which has been hard from the start. So like narrowing
that's like
down,
a double-edged
like,
thing, isn't it?
Yeah, what I'm gonna specialise in has been difficult, especially when, you know, people are giving you some referrals. You work on that, I'm working on something over there, and then, you know, your manager might say there's a project that we're working on, everyone start calling on that. So then I've got like 5 different areas of Dubai, all within like half an hour of my office, maybe more.
Yeah.
You know, it just gets a bit rough. So that, finding my focus was important, but I struggled to find my focus. And to be honest, today, I still delve in everything.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You still haven't listened to, you're not going to focus on JLT,
but
which you've been saying since
the
I left
hardest,
a year ago.
that's the thing is, like, Dubai is not big. Like, if you were in, I don't know, like New York, right? There's like even more buildings in Dubai.
Is that true?
I assume so, yeah.
Do you reckon?
Well, it's much larger.
True, and it's quite dense as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that.
What's the population of Dubai? Should we be asking these questions and making ourselves
3
look
million?
dumb?
Is it 3? No, 2. It's just hit 3 million.
Yeah.
And we want 6 by 2040. I know that's fact.
I'm pretty sure there's more than 3 million people in New York.
Good point. Well, how many are in London?
Yeah.
Baked beans, man. But that is quite.
We'll
anyway,
this.
We'll edit this out. Where were we going with this?
My point was that
Dubai is very sparse.
No, if you were in New York, you'd pick like an area, almost like a cluster somewhere.
Yeah, but that's what you should do here. You should
pick,
but like I've got the marina.
Dubai is like not that big, so it's really easy to know.
Everything's 20 minutes away.
It's really like we all know the developers of the people who build over here, and if small independent landlords, then you go in a database and you cold call them. Something's up
I don't
to.
think you can say it.
No?
I think that's illegal.
Well, it didn't used to be, so I mean we don't do that anymore.
We'll edit that back then. So you're talking to landlords?
We know all the developers in Dubai is my point.
Right.
Meaning that it was easy to find their numbers and stuff, and someone works for them, you get a good relationship with them, you can talk to them, whatever. Now I know this project, now I know that project, now I know that building, now I know that building. And then now when someone phones me up for retail space and they want something, I can consult them based on the whole of Dubai.
Do you think that comes from having a finger in each pie? You've got your marina.
There's
you've got
advantages and disadvantages to it. Like now I know what I'm talking about when I'm on the phone, but at the same time I don't have the stock. Like, because that building's full, but I know a guy for that building. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so you can manage the relationships, but it's too much to keep up on what is actually available.
Yeah, but what I've managed to do now is get a good enough relationship with some developers for them to phone me up and say, Dan, this isn't on the market yet.
Okay.
Go and work on that. And I've done that twice now.
Off-market deals.
Off-market deals, yeah.
Right.
So, that was good fun. That's a quick coin. Happy.
So, how do you find... Forget about the job for a minute. I know this is a real estate thing. We'll talk about real estate a bit more. But how do you find the rest of it? How do you find Dubai? Baked beans. With the lifestyle.
You don't want me to talk about the job anymore?
We'll come back to it. I'll be honest.
How do I find Dubai?
I sort of zoned out a bit there.
Right, now you want me to talk about Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed's masterpiece in an honest way.
What? As honest as we can be on camera, yeah.
Is this the last conversation we're going to have before we get... before he...
Maybe you've got nice things to say. I have some good things to say.
I don't even know what's illegal to say in this country anymore.
Well... What the hell do you mean? I'm just saying, how do you personally find it?
I can't give you my honest opinion right now.
Is that bad?
Well, it's not that bad, but, we're going to get political here.
No, we're not getting political. Right, I'll go first.
Bruh.
Okay. Well, you're right as that. Yeah, actually, you're right. I do quite like my hands. I'd like them still attached. No, so this is the thing. I don't think that really exists. It's not. It is a nanny state, and you do have to be respectful. It's a different religion. It's a different country, but we would walk up and down the roads drunk. We wouldn't walk up and down the roads drinking.
No.
But we would get from one place to another drunk. There's no fear of being out in public. As long as you're respectful, you don't have to... Do you know, it's like everyone thinks you're not allowed to drink out, you're only allowed to drink in the hotels. No, there are communities where you can just wander around drinking, going from bar to bar, you can do a bar crawl.
I think
that all exists.
All things considered, like, the changes that have happened in this country are insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much they've done to make this place livable for us. Like how the drinking culture.
Yeah, and it's huge out here.
It's pretty big out here. And
it's things like covering up. I remember when I flew out here, I was in jeans and a long sleeve top. Because I was like, I just don't want to.
Because you read on Google that blah 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 is respectful.
That doesn't exist.
Only in certain places.
Only in the very local land, yeah.
Local land.
But JBR Beach, everybody's walking around topless. Kite Beach, like even away from the beach, even on JBR Walk, even around the marina, you get people running
and
topless
bikinis
and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Not topless.
Yeah.
You've seen someone topless and.
Oh, doing the marina walk, jogging around that, yeah.
Naked.
Topless.
A guy.
Like shorts.
A guy.
Top hanging out, he'd clearly taken it off.
A guy.
Yes.
Right, okay. So you sit at JBR watching guys jogging. Is that allowed over here? Good man.
Very good. Good joke.
Didn't.
Edit that
out. Okay. we're just
right, let's talk about the people out here then.
Right, okay.
So my first 6 months.
Say that again, because we cut.
Okay, we cut. Right, let's talk about the people out here, right? The sort of people that Dubai attracts. My first 6 months were quite difficult because I will have a little bit more. Wow, you're a guest in my house. I should be offering you things.
Exactly.
Right, yeah, the people out here. My first 6 months I really struggled because I didn't feel like I fit in. Just to be totally honest with you. My experience in the first 6 months is that, and I don't know if this is a Dubai thing or if this is a real estate thing, but everybody seemed quite artificial, out to get what they want to get, don't care who they, they'll smile to your face, but they'll turn around and they'll bitch behind you, excuse me. And I really struggled with that. Like back home, I've got a really solid group of friends that I've known for 10, 15 years. You know, my friends still go round and see my dad, even though I'm not there. I'll just get selfies with them all. So then to come here, and I know that's always you move place, you've got to build those relationships. But it didn't feel like I was meeting anybody, with a few exceptions, that I wanted to build those relationships with.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that was just because that's the place Dubai attracts, or if that's what real estate attracts. So it'll be interesting, because you came to Dubai in construction, which is a different environment. Did you have that same sort of thing?
Well, when I got in, I was, a fresh-faced graduate. Everyone was a bit older than me, especially walking into a consultancy where you get a job based off of experience. But the friends I made were the people I met in shared accommodation.
Okay.
Like when I flat shared, I started in Princess Tower. I lived with 8 other people. I met like 2 Irish blokes who were sound. I went out with them a few times, but they weren't necessarily like strong pals of mine. They were very pally. They had their own group.
Right.
But there was another 2, a girl and a guy, who we were all quite friendly. We had a few drinks. We got to know each other. We all moved out to the second place, and it was us 3
together.
Yeah, together.
Oh, that's nice.
So we jumped from one place to the other. Then, of course, they got jobs in different countries, and then I went into a villa where I shared with 10 other people, and I met maybe 2 people there that were cool to hang out with. One passed away, God rest her soul.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
How old?
Oh, she must have been 33.
Christ.
And that was body dysmorphia kind of thing going on. Like in Dubai, you see all these ass pumps, fake lips, hips, and tits.
Yeah.
So
see, this is what I mean. The
she went to go and get that shit done.
And it went wrong.
And it went wrong.
Where did she get it done?
Turkey or something.
Right. Bloody hell, mate. Sorry.
That's like I only knew her for maybe less than half a year.
Still.
But at the end of the day, it's a character that we were friendly with. But anyway, I met my pal, the guy I live with now. I met him at Barasti, having a drink. Like.
Oh yeah, you just approached him.
And then I met my other pal Connor.
Yeah,
I met my other pal Connor just in the pool at his house, like at the pool at the top. One day just said to this guy who was sitting there, "Do you want a beer?" And we were all just chilling, having some beers, and then that's it. Like they were the 2 best friends I had.
Right.
Before and
that was just chance encounters.
Yeah. Like I think like.
So I know the guy you live with isn't in real estate. The other guy, what does he do?
He was doing marketing.
Marketing, right? Okay. Interesting. So yeah, maybe.
All I'm saying is that it might have been hard for you at the start, but maybe was the real estate situation.
I think that's what it was, and I never had flat shares or anything either. Yeah. So the only people I was sort of seeing in those first 6 months were the people I was working with.
I suppose in real estate, because when I think the best move to make is go into shared accommodation. I would say that's a good move.
Yeah, I think
because it gives you a different dynamic of people. But
I just don't know if I can do it, man.
Well, at the start, maybe
at the start, yeah.
But
I don't know if I've ever been that sort of person that can do it.
You just, mate, it's cheaper and it gets a bit messy and to be fair,
I like being asleep
less
by
privacy
10 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? You're a bit more
to be sure, I had to walk down a corridor and shower in a toilet room that didn't have it was just like there's a toilet, and there's a shower. So you can literally take a shit and shower at the same time.
That could be a life hack. If you're running a bit short on time in the morning.
Well, the thing is, I was slipping and shit.
Slipping and shit.
Slipping and shit. No, slipping and shitting. Like that sounds like a messy situation.
It does, but time effective. Brush your teeth at the same time as well.
Shower, shit, and brush your teeth.
Shower, shit, and
shower,
shit, and shave.
But personalities and the real estate, I think my commercial team's been great, and I've done my 7-a-side football. Some of the lads are good. I'm not friends with a lot of them, but if I came to a situation where I was at the pub with them, I'd probably have a drink and say hi.
Yeah, but would you go to the pub with them?
Well,
Unless it was like a work bet. Do you think you would organise that? Let's say you're having a birthday. How many of them do you invite, right?
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
What I mean?
To be fair, because it's work at the end of the day.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
but you don't cross paths with them in the office that much, right? You're in a different office to most of them, I assume. I assume we're talking about like sales and leasing.
I talk to a lot of people down there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you still go around to have like
I
a
still
cigarette?
jump around the side, talk to the boys.
Fair enough.
But personally, if I didn't have the people from outside my life and it was just real estate, I think you'd find the people who you wanted to hang out with.
Yeah, no, I get it. And don't get me wrong, I met you at work. I met a handful of really decent people at work. Like, I'm not saying everybody's, but I'm just saying maybe the majority. And that was a struggle for me, just working out, is Dubai the place I want to be because they're all people like this, or is it just real estate? Do I need to start doing other things? Do I need to, because there was a pressure I found not to do the things that you really enjoy out here. So I thought, I had this assumption, I'm into like rock music, indie music, all that sort of stuff. I didn't think that existed out here, right?
I've spoken to some Arabic guys, and they said that like the indie scene wasn't too much over here in the first place. Like, it took a bit of time for rock and roll to get over here.
Yeah, of course.
Never mind the aftermath, like rock and roll
and stuff. Yeah.
But over a course of time, like rock and stuff did come into
It's definitely here now. Yeah, it's definitely here. But my point is, I didn't think that was there. I thought it was this assumption that it's all house music, it's all brunches, it's all getting off.
There is a lot of techno out there.
There is a lot of it, but you can find these places, and the people that are there are good people, or they're the same people as me. Do you know? I think what I came to learn in Dubai is there is everybody out there. You just need to know where to look, right?
Yeah.
If you want to be that sort of flash, driving the brand new car, which we all want to do, obviously, we all love a new car. If you want to be that sort of, that flash, if you want to be, clubbing every night at the most expensive places, bottles of Ciroc and stuff like that, that's very much there. If you want cheap pints and shit music, that's very much there. If you're somewhere in cheapish pints, 30, 35 dirhams.
It's still about, the cheapest pint in Dubai is about £6. Anyway, go on.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, that would be my advice to anybody coming out here or thinking about it, is try and integrate as soon as possible with the things you like doing. Because I was almost trying to change my personality, thinking this is what I have to be to make it in Dubai. And I very nearly went home out, I can't be asked for it, yeah.
For now.
But that's because I wasn't around the right people, I wasn't doing the right things. As soon as I started that, it's brilliant, I want to stay. I got deep, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, you were probably with a few people in the leasing team and stuff. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. There were some brilliant people in there.
Yeah.
Some hopefully lifelong friends in there. But a lot of them were. And even the ones, I would say, other than you, I wasn't really friendly with anyone when I was working there that would come to like rock bottom or would do something along those lines. Everybody there, even some of the people I would consider best friends, not the same interests, I'd say. Not the same interests, which is fine, do you know what I mean? And it's nice, you've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone, you've got to do different things.
At the end of the day, like, you're trying to live here, so you wanted to like get out and see the beautiful and the
you've got to do
bad,
it all, right? You've got to do it all. Yeah.
I love
and now 2 years in, found the thing. I've got the friends that I can do one thing with, I've got the friends that I can do another thing with. I love them both the same. But if I was just that one lifestyle, it's not for me.
I think the hardest part about real estate, one of the hardest parts, is finding a balance of work and life. Because if you're not making money, then it's almost like parts of you are being substituted for different things. Like your mind can be focused on work, and you're like doing what you think is enough. And if you're not, and then it becomes, into a situation where shit, I'm not doing enough, then like the waking up in the morning and having your breakfast, you start skipping breakfast. You just go straight to work. You're not really eating at work.
Did you ever get to that phase?
Yeah, but
Really?
I'm still half and half in that phase.
Is
I'm not.
that because you can't afford it, or is that because you don't have the time?
Well, it's a bit of both. No, it's a bit, honestly, it's a bit of both. Like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, shit, I need to make money. And then you go to work and you're like, shit, I need to make money. And then you go home and you're like, shit, I need to make money.
Yeah.
And when you're in that mindset, it's very hard to know how to find the answers. But part of what I think the trick could be, and I cannot say this from experience because I've found it very hard to get into that mindset, and that is, doing the gym. Like
Right, okay.
like when people like Josh Fagan, for example, are talking about these sort of things.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Where
I don't think anyone's going to be listening.
He's an energy guy, man.
Yeah.
That
no,
guy
I
eats
get
more
that.
broccoli than any man on the fucking planet, and you can tell, man. He's fit as a flea. He's bouncing like beans, bro. It's
Yeah. No, I
it's
get what you're saying.
you know what I mean? Like he's but like the one thing that I got away from one of his videos was that shit. All I need is discipline, and I am disciplined to a certain extent. But there's things that I let go because of certain substitutes that I'm making to this mind, my headspace.
Right, I get it.
All I'm thinking about is this: how to do this, how to make money, blah 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 blah. That I've substituted headspace for myself, and I wake up and one day I could be ever so slightly depressed, or one day I could be anxious, or one day I could be like that.
Yeah, of
but I'm like, I can power through that easy. Like, but I know it's there. I'm not putting it under the rug. I recognise what's happening, and because I'm aware of it, that's taken up my headspace.
Yeah.
And that seems to be substituting my appetite in the morning. That's substituting my motivation to go to the gym when I get back from work.
Right. Okay.
Things like that.
Were you a gym goer?
I wasn't a gym goer, but I would go every now and then.
What?
Like, I'm not like pedal to the metal, chugging shakes and doing the heavy stuff. But like I would focus on like the small things that like the core and the cardio and things that are actually like good for your body.
Right,
like the core
You're
stuff.
not about
I would do like the
You're about
pull-ups
just staying
and push-ups
healthy.
and squats. I would go to the boxing gym. I'd hit the bags. I'd do
Just to keep fit.
I do the sprints and stuff. I wouldn't just fucking do a leg day or do an arm day. I do a bit of everything day every time I went to the gym.
All right. And you think that was a good mindset?
I was healthy, bro. I had
I'm not saying
I
you're
had
not.
a bit of buff on me, man. I had
you used to be fat.
I didn't used to.
I've seen photos. You used to be a chubby lad.
That was power, bro. I've seen bro like 4 times now. Right, I was
It's
power.
better than bra.
It's not fat, it's power.
It's not fat, it's power.
I was a bit, but what I mean is like I had healthy weight on me.
Right, okay.
Now,
do you think
now I'm
that,
like bone and
that
muscle.
discipline has anything to do with it?
That has something to do with it,
You reckon?
of course.
You think if you got up and went to the gym for half an hour at 6 o'clock every morning,
if you feel good,
you'd
and healthy, that has a massive influence.
Yeah,
on
but
your
I
body.
would say feeling healthy and feeling good aren't the same thing.
No, but it's one thing to take away that's an issue. Like, oh, I'm sad, I didn't make any money. But
And I'm also a fat cunt. What are you saying? What are you saying? I don't understand.
well, the example I gave when I was talking about it, right? Right, okay, think about this. I'm unhealthy and I'm not making any money.
But you're not unhealthy.
No, I'm not unhealthy. So my only issue is that. Like,
but you're not unhealthy anyway. I think Josh Fagan is an amazing guy. But I don't believe in this whole you've got to be.
Well, she didn't tell me that, but that's what I took away. Like
right.
discipline.
No, I get it. And
feeling
that's
good.
what. But this
if
is.
you're not, I'm not that healthy, bro.
No, but you're not fucking obese, getting out of breath, walking up the stairs.
I smoke like fucking chimney.
Do you get out of breath walking up the stairs?
Not too much.
Do you have a heart condition?
I don't know.
Are you going to die in the next 2 years?
I don't know.
Then relax, you're fine. If you were like, oh, fucking hell, my chest is getting tight, or you're getting a gut, then yeah, fair enough, work on it. But are you genuinely telling me that one of your concerns when you wake up in the morning is...
My health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm baffled by that.
Why?
It just doesn't compute with me.
I know it's not good enough.
But what is good enough? What is good enough? So I think as long as you're happy, it doesn't matter how healthy you are. I'd rather die happy than die with a six-pack. Any day of the week.
Just because you're healthy doesn't mean you're gonna have a six-pack, though.
No, I know.
That's the debate.
But I'm saying I don't enjoy the gym. Right?
Okay.
I don't enjoy the gym. I like walking. Don't mind swimming. I occasionally run.
Do you do any of these things?
No, none of them. I walk quite a lot, but that's it. And that's only because I have to. Because I can't afford petrol at the minute. No, I'm joking. But my point is, if I was to spend half an hour at the gym, even half an hour, I know that's not long enough, I'd be fucking miserable for the rest of the day. So I'd be like, what a waste of half an hour.
I think we can agree to disagree in this.
No, right. Medicine is so good at the minute. We're all going to live until we're 80. Right?
Your health insurance is probably shit, though, right?
Oh, I would assume. Oh, that's a cut, by the way. We can't be saying that shit on there. Yeah, don't
get health insurance.
Yeah,
good one.
Yeah, get good health insurance, and then don't bother with the gym. No, but my point is, we're all going to live until we're 80. Fact, at least, right? Going to the gym is going to give you a few extra years.
Why are you coming up with this shit?
I'm not even coming up with it. I think it's Ricky Gervais that says if he was to get an extra 5 years from being healthy, he doesn't want 80 to 85. He would want 20 to 25. But you can't do that. I don't want to live. I don't want to be.
All I'm saying is that well, maybe it's a personal thing.
It's definitely a personal thing. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I can't put that in the thing.
Well, anyway, but I know myself more than you know me, and I know that when I'm stressed or whatever, and uncomfortable or whatever, I don't eat.
No, but
so I have lost weight. I used to have healthy weight.
But my question is,
no, I don't have
if you're stressed, is going to the gym genuinely a relief for you?
No, but real estate definitely isn't a relief either.
But then do something fun is my point. Don't go to the gym because that's what everybody says to do. Go and have a
not everyone said that to do.
No, but that is
to go to the gym.
No, because I listen to podcasts, right?
No, don't think that someone one day said to me, Daniel, go to the fucking gym, and ever since then I've been like, I need to go to the gym.
That's not what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that I feel like
you said you took that away from this podcast that you'd listened to. You said that was the takeaway.
Discipline.
Right, but why does discipline and the gym have to be so close?
Discipline is the thing.
And every time I listen to a podcast about real estate it's always, I'm a CEO and I still get up and go to the gym every morning at 4 o'clock. Like, fuck you do. You're in bed until about 11 o'clock and then you get up. No.
Listen.
No.
Discipline is something that is bothering yourself.
Yeah.
And if you need to change that, you go out and you fucking do it.
Yeah, but
you have the willpower to do that. That's what discipline is.
I agree
now, for me, discipline is different, right? Your kind of discipline might be, actually brushing the fucking floor for once. Right? And it's very hard for you to do that. And you know that it's dirty, and you know that you've got fucking verrucas on your feet or something. And it's because the floor's dirty.
For the record, I don't.
Yeah, but for example, but you're like, I hate it.
But you just get up and do it.
And then you get up and do it.
But that's a necessity. You have to keep your floor clean.
Then clean it.
It's fucking clean.
It's not that clean.
It's clean enough.
Anyway, well, I feel like I need to go to the gym. So instead of moping about it, I should get up and go.
All right, you've got very defensive. My question was, do you genuinely feel like you want to go to the gym?
I want to do it, yeah.
That was my question.
So I should have the discipline.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
That was my question. Fine. Maybe we shouldn't do this with some whiskies. You're very aggressive.
I'm sorry. Bro.
You're very aggressive.
I'm not.
46 minutes in. Should we start winding it down? How do we conclude?
All right. Well, let's sum up what we talked about. Okay. So
what did we
so far we've talked about a few things, I could say.
Keep it vague.
One or two things about how and why we got here, right?
Yeah.
A bit about how we were living and how we.
Good point. Yeah. I learned that you had never lived on your own before.
Yeah. Flat sharing.
I've never flat shared. Yeah.
Yeah, flat sharing is good. Don't spend so much money on drink. We didn't actually say that, but we're saying it now.
I'm not saying that. No, if drinking is your this is the whole gym thing. Be disciplined. If you're this is so we'll come back to the conclusion in a minute. If your relief is going to the pub, go to the pub. If you've got the money to do it, be sensible, budget, only do it if you can do it. But if you are not going to get anything from spending 600 dirhams a month on a gym membership, spend that in a pub every week. Not every week, spend that in a pub every month. Have that release. That's my point. When we were talking about this discipline
but
thing,
this is it.
I feel like...
How about this?
Can I just finish my point?
Okay.
Yeah? You sure? Okay. Everybody, and I'm not saying you, okay?
I was just trying to give advice. You're
No,
just saying
I
it's
don't-
okay.
No, I'm giving advice. This is my advice. Whenever I listen to a podcast out here about real estate, get into the frame of mind, no matter who it is, it's always be disciplined, go to the gym. I don't enjoy that. I know I need to be more disciplined, but in other ways. Cleaning the floor.
Making your bed. Fixing the curtains.
Making it... Alright.
Fixing your Lego set.
But my point is, I wish... when I first came out, those first 3 months, which were fucking stressful, I wish I'd have just gone down, because I was staying in a hotel, I had a bar at the bottom. I wish the nights that I was stressed, I'd have just gone down and had a drink, rather than going to the gym. Because the gym doesn't, I'm not the personality type, and I know it varies personality to personality. My personality type is I can't go to the gym and that calm me down, or that reset me, or whatever you want to call it. But if I sat there and just had a beer, I would be reset. So all I'm saying is discipline, but in your own way. It doesn't have to be the gym, but everybody says it does have to be the gym, but it doesn't have to be the gym.
It doesn't have to be the gym.
It can be anything. For me, it's drinking.
Find a nice bird.
Find a nice bird.
Alright.
Back to the conclusion.
Point taken. Discipline is your own. Talked a lot about discipline today.
A lot about discipline, which neither of us are.
I reckon
Don't even claim to be disciplined. If I message you at 3 o'clock on a Thursday, you'll come to the pub.
I fucking won't.
No, you're really putting this on.
I really am, yeah.
How many times have we been in the pub at 3 o'clock on a Thursday this year?
I can't think of one.
But, Sut Madnat, from January to March, we were there every Thursday, I would say.
We weren't there till 3 in the fucking morning.
No, 3 in the afternoon, I'm saying.
At 3 in the afternoon. And
That's probably when we'd start thinking, probably go and have a beer.
that was like a phase of a month, maybe.
It's still
we jumped to the
seeping
pub on a
through.
Wednesday
It's
and had a few
still-
pints, yeah.
Are we going to be allowed to say this? You probably not, because you still work in the same company.
I am my own boss.
Let's be real, fucking the directors are going to listen to this. I highly doubt it.
If you put it on your fucking LinkedIn, you know.
Nobody's going to listen to it.
They might.
Well, we're now what? 51 minutes in? Nobody's making it 51 minutes in. Maybe. I love the on YouTube it does the analytics, then you can see the drop off and the retention rate. I reckon 4 minutes.
Would you want to listen to it after?
What else are you here for?
Alright, okay. Ooh, why are we concluding? Right, we're fucking trying to finish this and we can't.
Right, let's conclude with this. We don't know what we're talking about. We're not particularly good in the industry that we're in. We're getting there. You've had a good month. I've had some good months in the past.
I'm good at my job.
But basically, the point of this podcast, if we do another one, I hope we do, is just we're going to tell you what it's like being an average Joe in Dubai that's in real estate. We hope from this you've enjoyed your introduction to us.
Yeah, you're defensive, yeah. I'm good at my job, but I'm not making as much money as I want to make.
Yeah, fair enough. But the point is, we're not the success stories of Dubai. We're not the failures of Dubai. We're the middle ground.
We're the guys.
You never hear a middle ground story. That's my point.
We're the people who are actually hustling to survive. Like when it comes to people who are winning, then it comes to people who are fucking hustling for a can of beans.
Fake beans.
And then you've got the guys who are like, shit, I fucked up, I need to go home. And to be honest, being in real estate for a year and 5 months, for me, that's fucking achievement.
What, to still be here?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
100%.
If you look at the retention rate,
100%.
even when, like, back home, do you remember, like, I would say November to January, the turnover that we had at the company? Insane.
Yeah, the turnover.
Insane. Yeah. I would even say from, like, September to February. It was just people in and out that door.
But hopefully,
We did all right.
yeah, it's like factory, man.
So we are a success in that way, and we do need to claim that.
We are
But
we are the ones who are starting and building the experience before we make the mega bucks, right? Right? Like, I would say for my job that my name is now out there.
Yep.
And more people are calling me. And it's not like I've dealt with a lot of bullshit clients that, you know, you need to get through the mud to get to the diamonds, you know.
No, I agree with you. It's all about becoming an expert in something. You started out in a consultancy role.
You fish in the
and
right
I
waters.
think that's the end goal, right? Is to get back, perhaps not be a consultant, but be to the level where you've got the experience that if you wanted to be, you could be a fucking hot shit consultant.
Well, that's it.
That's
like,
the goal.
I don't. I
circle,
strive to be the consultant rather than the agent, because there are so many real estate agencies out here.
And they're all cowboys. They're all cowboys.
They're all cowboys.
Yeah.
So you've got to be the guy that can be trusted. And if you're not, then people can smell it. Or you'll work with the shitty people, and you know what? You take £1 out of someone's pocket today, you'll have 2 out of yours tomorrow. What comes around goes around. Like, do your fucking...
It's heavy, man.
Yeah. What can I say?
So the point of this podcast is you're hearing from you're hearing from the hustlers. Oh, I fucking hate that. It's the Dubai hustle all over again, isn't it?
You're hearing from the hustlers.
No, we can't. That'll be the tagline. 2 broke brokers, you're hearing from the hustlers.
Oh, God.
No.
What do you...
But we're not a success story yet. We're not a failure. And they're the only 2 stories in Dubai. I think that's what's gonna make this unique, I think. That's the point of this.
Yeah.
We're telling a story that you don't hear every day.
Yeah.
And if you are doing your research, you're looking to come out to Dubai, you're looking to relocate, you put it into Google, you will see one extreme or the next, right?
Yeah.
You will see the people that have made millions or the people that have gone bust and gone back.
Yeah.
There is a middle ground. That's what we're trying to say.
And over the course of the next few weeks or months or whatever, you will hear...
Might be owned by then.
You'll become to understand, like, we're from, you know, back home, we're from Britain, but we're out here.
We've adapted to this lifestyle, I'd say.
We're not rich. We're still the same guys. We haven't suddenly become posh bastards, although we are a little bit spoiled over here.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a good talking point for next week.
We'll talk about that.
I'm going to make a quick note of that actually, yeah.
Right.
What would you
spoiled. Just like spoiled.
We'll remember, will we? I'm not going to remember what page I put this on. Spoil in Dubai. Sorry.
Anyway, but we will promise you that if you've listened this far, we will never start a podcast saying, "What's up, you guys?" And we will never tell you to say the S word.
What's the S word?
Hey, subscribe, guys.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, guys.
I'm now going to start every one of our podcasts with, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Baked beans.